Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is That 70s Movie Show. My name is David, where I review movies from the 70s, and not just that, but basically the movies that just I like from the 70s, because there are a lot of good ones that everybody loves. These are kind of my specific ones that I like, that I grew up with. Today we're reviewing Heaven Can Wait, 1978, starring Warren Beatty. Warren Beatty actually directed this film as well. He co-directed it with Buck Henry, and he also co-wrote it with a couple other people. This kind of goes to talk about these rebel filmmakers in the day and kind of the rules of Hollywood kind of breaking up a little bit, because at this point in his career, Warren Beatty was already a pretty big actor in a lot of movies. And the fact that now we have this Hollywood actor, which they used to always put up on pedestals as, you know, the big movie stars, and now he's kind of wanting to step into the role to direct a movie and also, co-write it, co-direct it. He's seeing everything that's going on in the industry right now, and Warren Beatty wants to be a part of it. So I'll talk more about other films that Warren Beatty has made later. So Heaven Can Wait is a comedy. It's also categorized as like a supernatural fantasy. There's also a bit of romance in there, almost rom-com-y in some parts. It's just really all around really good on every level. And let's take a look at the trailer.
Mr. Pendleton, you know where you are, don't you? I want you to look at me and listen very carefully to what I'm saying.
Yeah?
This is not a dream.
You trying to tell me I'm not supposed to be here?
But you are here.
Well, you guys made a mistake.
There is no mistake.
Well, anybody can make a mistake.
I want to check out on Joseph Pendleton. When is he due to arrive?
Pendleton Joseph, due to arrive 10:17 a.m., March 20th of the year 2025.
Hey, so he jumped the gun. Anybody could have done that. Just put me back where you found me.
Joe, we can put you into another man's body.
Are you kidding? You're gonna put me into the body of another man? Hey, it's me.
Inwardly, you haven't changed. You're still Joe Pendleton. That's what you and I see. But outwardly, you're Leo Farnsworth, and that's what everyone else will see.
Mr. Farnsworth.
That works. Of course.
Darling, listen to me.
Yes.
There is nothing to be frightened of. There's plenty to be worried about, but there is nothing to be frightened of.
I'm not really Leo Farnsworth.
What?
You want to know the only thing I'm afraid of? How I'd feel if I couldn't be with you.
Then there's nothing to be afraid of, is there?
I'm sorry, Mr. Pendleton. I'm afraid you won't be able to use Mr. Farnsworth's body any longer.
How can you expect me to give up Farnsworth now?
You yourself asked for a temporary arrangement.
She loves me, Mr. Jordan.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Just memorizing your face. I want to memorize everything about you, so no matter what happens, I won't forget you.
What's going to happen?
Warren Beatty, Julie Christie, James Mason, Charles Grodin, Diane Cannon, Buck Henry, Vincent Gardenia, Jack Warden. Heaven Can Wait.
It co-stars Julie Christie, and she's been in films like Dr. Zhivago, Fahrenheit 451, and she was also in Shampoo and McCabe and Mrs. Miller. The film also stars James Mason and Buck Henry as the Angels, which, Buck Henry's really good. He's an actor, he's a writer, and James Mason they always kind of put him in these films to give it some Hollywood clout. So the plot of Heaven Can Wait is Warren Beatty is a football player. He's actually a quarterback of the LA Rams. In the opening of the film, he gets hit by a car and he goes to like a way station to get towards heaven. And they determined that the person that was supposed to take him took him too early. Now there's some confusion about, okay, we'll just put him back in his body, but they can't because he's been cremated. He's stuck in this guy's body, Leo Farnsworth, for a while, which is some multi-millionaire, probably not in the best of shape. Now, his old trainer is played by Jack Warden, so he wants to get Jack Warden back into play here to help him train and get him shape. And here's a great scene where he's trying to convince Jack Warden that basically he is the football player, he's not this millionaire.
Mr. Jordan! Mr. Jordan, I'm so glad to see you. I'm trying to get Farnsworth into shape for the Super Bowl, and I want Corkle here to help me.
Is there somebody with us? Who are you talking to?
Yeah, that's Mr. Jordan. He's the guy that runs the way station I was telling you about. Don't worry, you can't see him. You're still alive.
Oh, well, you two probably got a lot to talk about then. I'll just be on my way.
Wait a second, Max. Wait a second.
Tell him who you are, Joe.
He's never going to believe me, Mr. Jordan. Can't you tell him what happened? He's the only person I know who can get me a tryout with the Rams.
You can make him believe you, Joe. Tell him.
But there's nothing. Max, look at me. Look at me. Look.
Max, I'm not Farnsworth. I'm Joe Pendleton. Farnsworth was murdered by his wife and his private secretary. This is just a body they found for me. Don't you understand? They drugged him, they stuck him in a bathtub, and then I stepped in. I mean, it's not bad material, but I can get it into shape. I gotta start training right where you going, Max.
Look, I don't want to hear any more.
Max, please.
No, look, I really want to get out of here.
For Warren Beatty to get back in his team, what he does is pretty funny. He just buys the Los Angeles Rams and makes himself the quarterback, which I think is hilarious. Now, this is a remake of a 1941 film called Here Comes Mr. Jordan. And in Here Comes Mr. Jordan, he was not a football player, he was a boxer. Now, normally I really don't like remakes, but in this particular case, I mean, if it's 20 years later, you can remake it, right? I mean, I don't want to see a film remade that they just made 5 years ago. But a movie that's like 30 years later, like this was, yeah, I'm good with that. This film would get remade again in 2001 with Chris Rock called Down to Earth, which is, don't bother seeing it, it's really bad. I just found out recently, and I don't know why I never really looked it up in the past, but this film was actually nominated for 7 Academy Awards, which, you know, this is his first film out of the bat, so that's pretty darn good. I mean, it got nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Writing, which he would have had all 3, right? And Best Actor, too. But of course, ultimately it didn't win. I mean, it just won like Best Art Direction. But, you know, that year, The Deer Hunter won, so what are you going to do? But what a great start to your stepping out of acting and into filmmaking. Warren Beatty would go on to direct 7 or 8 other movies. His next movie, Reds, which was his big period epic piece, did win Best Picture, and he won Best Director for it the very next year. So I think the very next year. Anyways, so that was pretty cool. So I really love this movie. I don't know why specifically. I mean, I've watched this movie, I don't know, at least 10 or 15 times over the past 20 years. And I think just because Warren Beatty's so good in it, and there's a lot of his other films that I like a lot, like Parallax View and stuff like that, it really holds up for me. So check out Heaven Can Wait. It's just a great movie, kind of all across the board. Next week, we're going to be reviewing the 1971 film Play Misty for Me, starring Clint Eastwood. Oddly enough, Clint Eastwood, this is his first movie he directed as well, which is probably his best movie he's directed. So tune in for that. All right, everybody, so click and subscribe and tell your friends. And I'm not on Instagram, so I probably should be. And, you know, tell me what films you like from the 70s. If there's one, you know, that I haven't seen yet, which would be cool. Bye-bye.